brindle steer in the Pease River breaks and had been missed on many a roundup. He had been pursued by some of the best, but his number had never come up. He was long-legged and lean, tiger-striped and mean. His long horns had never been tipped. He weighed near 1,800 pounds, and from many a puncher he'd slipped. He knew all the thickets and the bad creek crossings, bushed up mostly during the day. He watered at night from hidden springs and came out in the moonlight to graze. Then along came a puncher from the Three Circles spread. His wood was a Texas cack. He'd followed many a wild cow's track. The wood was a Texas cack. He was riding a long-legged, glass-eyed roan. He'd followed many a wild critter's track. He jumped the first sign at the mouth of Cow Holler, where it joins the boggy South Pease, and he followed it plumb to the banks of Scatter Branch, where he lost it in some salt cedar trees. Well, he circled and circled, but found not a track. Old Brindle had plumb disappeared. He got off and walked and crawled through the trees, but found not a sign of the steer. So he finally give up. Past sundown, the full moon was starting to rise. He'd hunted near a week, but had never yet seen that critter with the devil black eyes. So he pulls out the makings and rolls himself a smoke, struck a match on his saddle swells, and the cedars exploded not 20 feet away with a ton of man-killing hail. The steer reached the pair with one great bound, his horns set to run them both through, but the roan's reflexes were quicksilver quick. He caught only one horn, not two. The steer made a sound from the pits of dark hell that sent chills down the cowboy's spine, and the red roan horse was already running when the cowboy jerked down his twine. Yeah, the rocks was rolling, the sparks was flying, they was making the timber crack. The old steer, he tried every trick in the book, but old Roney was knocking out his tracks. The cowboy's rope was tied on hard and fast, and the roan horse's shoulder was torn, but they were both dead set on tying to a tree, this critter with the moonlight-tipped horn. Well, the steer finally heads for the Pease River bluff. It's straight off and 90 feet high, and the cowboy realized this steer didn't intend that he'd ever be taken alive. Well, when the steer reached the bluff, he gave a great leap, and mister, there was no turning back. And just as old steer's feet cleared the ground, the cowboy jerked his slack.
It's called the jerk.
That's good.
I got one for you.
That's funny how you were like, hold on, let me remember it. Sat there for 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Just
I got another one in these